So the plan for today is to show you the M109 Paladin Self-Propelled Howitzer, 155mm caliber. But as you can see, I'm sitting in a hole. And that is because the sector of the front line where we're in is quite busy. You can maybe hear the shooting in the background, and there are too many drones flying right now overhead for us to go out and show you the gun. The video editor will put in some footage right now. The Paladin Howitzer was first designed and introduced into service in the 50s and beginning of the 60s. It's quite an old gun conceptually, but it was constantly upgraded and changed over the past decades. There are many variants, which is also why the gun became a backbone of artillery for many Western armies. However, now the system's starting to be replaced, and that is one of the reasons why many of these Paladins have landed here in Ukraine. There are currently over 100 systems in use with the Ukrainian army in different variants. The one we're going to show you today is the A6. We're also going to speak with the crew. We're going to ask them how they like this machine. But first, we have to wait for the drones to clear, and so we can leave the hole and do what we had planned. This is just work sometimes like that.
With a range of up to 30 kilometers and capable of firing various munition types, such as clusters, it's worth the wait.
Rock and roll. So now we're brought from one hole to another hole, and again we can't show you the machine because they are using it completely different than how it was actually designed. It's on track, so it's supposed to be able to move, but because of all the drones, they have just put it down, covered it completely, and the only thing you can actually see sticking out from the top is the barrel, which is, so it's basically like an underground gun. It is what it is.
2 guys unmask the gun, and 3 operate from inside the Paladin, which offers the crew a relatively large space compared to Soviet systems like the Gvazdika. They receive coordinates, enter, and fire. Most calculations are done by a computer.
What is the most rounds they fired in a day?
It doesn't depend on us, but on the enemy. If there's an offensive, we might use our entire ammo, 30 to 39 or 40 shells. That's a lot. Sometimes it's just for target suppression, so it could be 2, 3, 4 or 5 shells daily. There are many assaults in this sector, so we work a lot.
While America's move to first cut off military aid to Ukraine before resuming it has caused uncertainty amongst Ukrainians, this unit's ammunition stockpile is pretty full. For now. 2 shots fired, and it's back to hole number 1. Before we leave, we speak to Krylov, the commander of the gun.
Can you tell us a little bit about the machine, just in general? What makes it special?
On the plus side, there's a lot of space for people, and the crew doesn't need much to operate. The gunner has just 1 joystick, and that's already in the past. Everything is done thanks to automation. The commander mostly handles the computer, which controls the gun, aiming and firing. Plus, 2 people load the shells and manage the charging. The downsides are that it's a very long and delicate machine, constantly in need of maintenance.
What would you say is the most difficult thing about being an artillerist, just in general, like the most hard part of the work for them?
Well, honestly, it's the physical strain. Staying on positions for long periods can really take a toll, especially when you're handling shells that weigh not 20, 30, but 40 kilograms and more. It requires a lot of strength. As a commander, you're not just responsible for your own work, but for the entire crew. You have to stay focused on everything, making sure everyone is doing their job right.
What does he miss from home the most?
Home, the atmosphere, my bed, my parents, my girlfriend,